Hi friends, welcome back to channel SciTech. This is a review of the Realme GT Master Edition after using more than 30 days of usage. Yes friends, it's been 30 days of using the Realme GT Master Edition and I'm getting few of the comments asking me whether is it worth of buying for 21,000 rupees right now or not. As you can see, these are the comments which I'm getting. So can you please review the Realme GT Master Edition? Is it worth to buy for 21,000 rupees or not? I'll try to explain what are the few categories which is really worth of spending 21,000 rupees on this phone and what are the things it still doesn't feel good about this device. That's what my main idea of making this kind of video. So first, in the Flipkart, if you try to go here, the price will be about 26,000 rupees, but if you use the bank discount cards, instant discount cards and other offers, you can actually get as low as 20,899. As you can see friends clearly, this is the actual possible offer you can actually get on the Realme GT Master Edition. But let me see under which category it feels really worth to buy. So first thing is that let's talk about the performance wise. So in terms of the performance wise, I'm trying to use this device, as I said, close to 30 days of usage, and I did not have any issues with the performance in the Realme GT Master Edition. There's not much heating problems, there's not much performance issues as well. Overall, the phone was able to handle pretty much all the games without much problem in this device, Realme GT Master Edition. But only one thing is that in case if you plan to use the device for the next 3 years or maybe 4 years, then you need to be a little bit kind of concerned for heavy gaming users only. So this phone is basically kind of medium usage can be possible, definitely medium usage, no issues at all. But in terms of the heavy gaming, maybe for long time usage for 3 years and 4 years, then little bit kind of you may be able to feel lag after a couple of years. But still, right now for the medium gaming, this should not be any kind of issues using the Realme GT Master Edition with a Snapdragon 778G processor. And one more thing is that the UFS storage is 2.2, whereas right now we are getting UFS storage 3.1 as well, the UFS storage, that's another thing. And regarding the Android benchmark scores, which is 5,32,000, that's also pretty decent score, I would say, in terms of for the price, 20,000 rupees, 5,30,000, not bad. It's kind of a good deal, no issues. And there's not much throttling as happening in this device. That's fantastic friends to see this kind of really very good stable performance. Doesn't matter how many times I do the throttling test in this device, only one phone was able to give always same result, which is no throttling detected. That's pretty good. You will be getting really stable performance out of this phone, but only high-end gaming like Genshin Impact game and other games, maybe you may be a little bit kind of struggling. And battery runs mobile 90 FPS. Right now there is no 90 FPS, but in the future, I cannot guarantee that we'll be getting in this processor, which is a Snapdragon 778G processor. Maybe in the Snapdragon 870, but not in the 778G processor. That's the one thing I cannot guarantee, but hopefully we should be able to see. But let's see that I cannot guarantee 90 FPS on this particular topic. So next thing, for the 20,000 rupees, is it worth on the performance? Yes, it's kind of worth. If you have the other options like Realme X and Max and maybe other phones coming in this kind of price range, then maybe not. For example, Mi 11X device, which comes around 20,000 rupees sometimes, maybe that phone you can choose for the performance. Realme X and Max also, sometimes this phone comes around 21,000, but now we cannot find. But if it comes, maybe those phones you can choose. But right now, in this condition, this is good at this kind of situation. Next thing is regarding the display. Display also no issues in this device. Phone has got the 120Hz refresh rate display and 240Hz touch sampling rate, and those also pretty good. And there can be slightly kind of rainbow effect will be there, but that's kind of normal because other Realme phones also, they do have this kind of rainbow tilt shift colors changing. And in case if you feel any kind of yellowish kind of color or those kind of color, try to change into the cool. So cool screen, then you will not feel any kind of much yellowish kind of color. That can actually save you. And next thing is about the green tint issues and black crush issues. I did not have any of those kind of issues in this device. And overall display looks fantastic friends, no issues with the display, Super AMOLED panel. So for this 20,000 rupees, definitely it's kind of really good. So 120Hz check, Super AMOLED panel also check, that's also pretty good. 6.43 inches, which is easily comfortable, you can actually use in single hand usage without any kind of issues. That's also perfectly check in the Realme GT Master Edition. These are the few things friends which I did like. The display is kind of one of the perfect in this kind of price range. Next is battery and the charging. So charging is okay, charging is pretty good, but battery may not be that great, battery backup in this Realme GT Master Edition. So don't keep high expectations in two things. First is the camera and second is the battery backup. These two things don't keep high expectations before you actually buy the device. So rest of the things you can definitely keep high expectations. Don't get me wrong, these are kind of okay, but some users may not be satisfied. Some users, they'll definitely disappoint. But in my usage of the battery backup, I'm getting anywhere close to 5.5 hours to 6 hours of screen on time in the 4300 mAh of battery capacity in the Realme GT Master Edition. 4300 mAh of battery capacity, so that's not a huge, but still the processor is kind of power efficient, little bit. Snapdragon 778G processor, that might be saving a little bit kind of battery as well. So overall, you can expect up to 6 hours of screen on time in the Realme GT Master Edition in my experience of using this device. So in the charging speed, always the phone will get charged completely 100% within 30 minutes of time, no doubt at all. And the battery backup, as I said, 6 hours of screen on time in this phone. And battery one's mobile game, you can able to play up to close to 5 to 6 hours of time non-stop. In this, between this kind of time will be there in the Realme GT Master. Sometimes 4.5 hours depending on the connectivity if you use 4G connection. So next thing is regarding the camera. So camera is another thing where I a little bit kind of disappointed in this phone. It's kind of okay, but not so much better. So forget about the low light photography. Low light is not that great at all in this device, and the front camera is kind of okay, I would say. Front cam, not much complaints. Even I did like this kind of wide angle front cam, which is really wide when compared with other phones. So other phones, they'll try to slightly zoom it up to here, but here you're actually getting more information. That's pretty good in the wide angle. But the front cam looks slightly kind of whitish kind of color sometimes. It's whitish kind of color on my face. That's the one complaint about the camera. Even after the software updates also, still the problem did not get fixed. And 4K 30 FPS only you can actually record. There is no 4K 60 FPS, unfortunately. That's also another problem maybe in the camera department. So these are the few things. Low light photography not great, 4K 60 FPS is not present, and front camera sometimes looks kind of whitish kind of color. So outdoor photography is kind of okay. Outdoor kind of okay, not much complaints outdoors. So definitely a little bit kind of disappointed in the camera segment. Next thing is the connectivity. Connectivity is another strongest point for this device. No, nothing to point at this phone. Yes, 4G plus perfect all bands, and 5G is also more bands, and Wi-Fi is also really very strong. In this 20,000 rupees price, only few phones will give you this kind of high transfer link speed for 2.4 gigahertz. I think few of the people, they'll definitely not check this kind of small things, because sometimes if the Wi-Fi connection is not so good, it's no point in buying the phone. That's what is happening, friends, in other phones. For example, iQOO Z5, which is really good in performance and everything, but connectivity wise it's not that great. With the same Wi-Fi connection, if I try to connect in this phone, my Wi-Fi speed is about 93 Mbps of speed. In this phone I'll get that speed, no issues with the 2.4 gigahertz. But this phone, I'm getting only 45-50 Mbps of speed. Same Wi-Fi connection, same location. So in this way you will be end up having this kind of problems. So that's the reason I'm trying to mention. So connectivity, no issues, strong, perfect. Next is regarding the build quality is also, everything is perfectly fine except not having dual speakers. Every time the Realme, they'll miss one or the small thing. Every time, I'm not sure why they're trying to miss like that. So there's no dual speaker setup. There's only single speaker. That's also another pretty disadvantage in this phone. I think the Realme X1 Max is the one phone which has got really good dual speaker setup, 3.5mm jack, and perfect for the 21,000 rupees when the phone got like offered. So this used to be kind of close to perfect. So apart from that, I don't have any kind of issues in the build quality. Everything is perfectly fine. Even the fingerprint scanner is also pretty fast. Not much complaints as well. So next thing regarding the updates also, Realme, I think we'll be getting the Realme UI 3.0 very soon, maybe December, I think. So hopefully we should be getting. So regarding the updates also, we know about the updates. We'll be getting 2 years of updates and 2 years of security patch updates as well. So no doubt about those. And very soon we'll be receiving the Realme UI 3.0 as well. That's also another thing. So overall, friends, this is a complete review on the Realme GT Master Edition. So is it worth of buying for 21,000 rupees? Yes, it is worth for one thing. Connectivity, 100% no doubt. Charging speed, yes, perfect. And display also no issues with the display till now. And performance also alright for this kind of 21,000 rupees Snapdragon 778G processor. If you can spend extra 7,000 on the Snapdragon 870, you can. If you don't have the budget, then you can go for this device. That's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off and bye.